everybody, welcome back to my channel, The Craftessa, and I am Vanessa. For today's super duper easy DIY, I'm taking this ceramic container from the Dollar Tree and I want to turn it into a candle or candle holder. Actually, not a candle holder, just a candle. So I'm going to take some of the white acrylic paint from the Dollar Tree and I'm going to give it a couple of coats in order to cover up those little colorful little splatters that it has. So let's begin by doing that. So I'm waiting for the jar to dry. I'm going to cut out some cutouts on my Cricut that I just got for Christmas, and I'm so excited to be using it. I'm still getting the hang of it, but hopefully this will turn out good. So I want to turn this into a Valentine's candle, so I'm going to cut out a heart and the word love in Spanish. And then I'm going to place that on the ceramic jar. So my second Cricut project, this is my second that I've done since I got the machine for Christmas. So far so good. I did mess up the first heart that I cut. I think you could see it right there in the video. It didn't cut out fully, or I probably misplaced the vinyl on the pad. But practice makes perfect. So let's see how this turns out. So I think I'm getting the hang of the Cricut vinyl working with all of this. I guess practice makes perfect, so we'll try more projects. But so far I think it turned out pretty well. Now on to making the candle. So before I start melting the wax, I'm just going to put this little crystal magnet that I had lying around. It was magnet, but now I'm going to use it as a knob for the jar. So I'm just going to take some hot glue and glue it to the top to give it a little extra sparkle. So I'm going to take an old candle that I had lying around and I'm going to melt it. I'm going to melt the wax and I'm going to repurpose it, reuse it in this new jar. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the candle and I'm going to put it in a pot of water on medium to low heat until the wax melts. Then I'm going to use that wax and I'm going to pour it into the jar that we just painted. So now that I'm done with the wax and it's completely melted, I'm going to attach the wick to the jar. I ordered this wick set from Amazon and it comes with little sticky pads so the wick won't move. So I'm going to place the little sticky pad on the little silver holder of the wick and I'm just going to pop it into the jar. And then we're going to pour in the wax and then we're going to let it set for probably about an hour or two until it dries. So now I'm going to pour the wax very carefully. You need to be very careful with the hot wax because obviously it will burn you. So I have some silicone mitts that I use to hold the jar because it is extremely hot. And then once I'm done, I'm just going to put the jar back into the pot with water and then I'll deal with that later once I'm done with the candle. So now I'm going to take some of my essential oils. I'm going to use a rose hip that I have. I'm going to put a few little drops in the candle. I let the candle cool off a bit because if you do put the essential oils while the wax is extremely hot, it's just going to evaporate the oils. So I let the candle set for about 10 to 15 minutes, and then I just put in some oil, and I'm going to put some glitter on the top just to give it a little sparkle.